Hi, I didn't intend to do a video, YouTube video today, and sadly that'll probably become apparent pretty quickly as I get into this. I had a live call set up that had to be rescheduled, and so I thought, I've already gone to all the trouble of lighting and put something on and backdrop and background music and such. I took a shower and everything, damn. So I'm like, I'm just gonna throw something together. I know they're always like this, but anyway, I'm gonna list as the first part of this description, Bushnell TRS-25 red dot optic, just a red dot for, I've got it on a Bushnell M4 shotgun. And so I'm really trying to, it's going to be like 2 YouTube videos at once. So I'm sorry for people I know better that might come here for what's going to be the other part of this thing, which will be another crazy car story. My car trying to kill me, I believe, for now the 5th time. Although this won't be the car's fault. But anyway, if other people are doing web searches on that optic I just mentioned, I'll do that first, and then I will put it in the description where the other half of this video, which is completely unrelated to that, starts, so people that don't care anything about guns or that don't care anything about this particular piece of furniture on it, they can skip to the other spot. So anyway, okay. This Bushnell red dot, there's a newer version. There's a TRS-26. 26 should be better than 25, right? It is, and it's about double the price. And you get what you pay for. But this one I've had for a little while, and it is like 70 or 80 bucks nowadays at a lot of places. So you can certainly find it for that. And it's for the price, I hate to say for the price it's really good, but it is, I think, for the price. It's not a high-end one. I mean, 80 bucks, you can pay 400, 500, for other ones. But it's all right. It's a Bushnell, they know what they're doing with lenses and stuff. They make a lot of binoculars and things. And of course, all you care about here is how the red dot works. It's just for people who don't know and are maybe still interested, and I really appreciate that if other people are here that aren't gun people. It is not a scope. It does not magnify. It's just, you look through it and it puts a red dot. It's not a laser either. It doesn't shoot a red dot down range like I have on my AR-15s, let's say. A couple of them have a laser on them, green and red. It doesn't do that. The red dot is only inside the thing, and you're just using it, but it helps you aim. And it has parallax magic in it, where as long as you're holding the gun still, you can move your head a bit and the dot will stay on the target. If you didn't move the gun, the dot's still showing you where it's going to hit. It's pretty cool. I mean, that's not this thing's claim to fame. It's how red dots work. So anyway, this one is very, very inexpensive. I'm going to show it to you in a second and show you how it shoots. No, I'm not just going to shoot it in the house here. But I mounted it on a Bushnell M4 shotgun eventually. I also put it on an AR and liked it fine, but I had other uses for the AR. So I put it ultimately on a Bushnell M4 shotgun, and it went right on the Picatinny rail just fine. If you're interested, I also put it on, when I put it on the AR-15, you can get a medium height riser, and it doesn't tell you a lot, but medium height, and it will perfectly co-witness with the iron sights on an AR-15 with the riser. But anyway, I took it off there, took the riser off and threw it on the shotgun. So it uses that standard watch coin battery, as a, well, you know what it is, a CR20, I don't want to tell you exactly what number it is, but it's the ubiquitous one. And it lasts about, I think, 30,000 hours, which is not a long time compared to the upgraded 26 one I was mentioning. But it's easy to change out, and it has a dial on it. I'll show it to you in a second. That can dial that brightness from 0, which means off, to 11. It's like the Spinal Tap thing, right? These go to 11. It's like, well, why not just dial it up to 10? But no, it'll go to 11, and that's crazy bright, and it'll burn the battery up proportionally faster. So you kind of want to use the lowest one you can that you can see. But of course, as far as ambient situations of lighting, you can crank it up, and the 11 is pretty damn bright. But it may bloom a little bit, especially at nighttime. You don't want it that bright. Plus battery life. So that's easy to change right on there. And then I might as well just grab it here. Yeah, keep talking about the thing. It's here on the shotgun. Shotgun's empty. Hang on, even better. There, bolt locked open, empty. So yeah, so here's the turn around Bushnell optic, and here's the adjustment for the 1 to 11 lighting, and then put a coin or something in there, and you can turn it, and that's the cap. Actually, no, you can turn it without a coin. Use your fingers, and replace the battery as needed. And I think, no, it's on my AR. I got it on the buttstock. It's got a place for a couple extra batteries, so you can carry them around with you if you need to. But anyway, and then here's the windage and elevation adjustments, and these are not the adjustments. These you twist, and they're all metal. It's nice, nicely threaded, and I'm not adjusting the elevation. I hope, no, I'm not. And so I got this cap off. I didn't change it at all. And what you have here then is a flathead screwdriver, and that's the adjustments for the windage and elevation. So you change them the way you want them, and then you put the cap back on to protect them from being accidentally, changed further, right? And I just cross-threaded it. I hate that. I do that like once every 100 years, I cross-thread something, so of course I do it in a video. Right, there's other things I'm thinking about. So anyway, I got the thing, and I took it to the range, and I was using slugs, 1 ounce slugs. So again, if there's people here that don't do guns much, I still appreciate if you're listening. Thank you. Hi. I'll try to make it worthwhile in some way. I don't know. I'll tell some knock-knock jokes or something at the same time. But what's my point? Oh yeah, it's a slug. So it's a shotgun, yes, but there's no shot coming out of it, and you'll see that when I show you the target. So it's a 1 ounce solid slug that I was shooting, so I could see exactly where it hits. I mean, it's you've got shotgun pellets going everywhere. It's not exactly an accurate measure, and I wanted to get this red dot zeroed. And if it's zeroed with the slugs, it's going to be zeroed with double-aught buck or whatever. Sorry, notification came up there and distracted me for a second. So I took it to the range, and it was shooting. It was pretty close, and I was shooting freehand. I'm not on a bench or any kind of rest, and but it was shooting. The grouping was fine that I was doing. So it was the red dot making a mistake, not me. And it was a bit up and to the right. I think doesn't matter. It was pretty close, but it wasn't quite right. And I didn't expect it to be. So I took the caps off of here and then started messing with it. And I messed with it some, and it went the direction I wanted it to go, both windage and elevation. Oops, windage and elevation, but not enough. And so I fired like 5 more rounds, and then I had to go put up a new target. And then I adjusted it again, the same directions, and the third round of 5 shots ended up, didn't practice this, there. So that's how the third set of 5, that's 5 shells, 5 slugs, 1 big hole, and it's pretty damn close. I mean, there's the X ring, and obviously in the 10 ring, and they're all right there. Now, see, I might have gone a little too far, clearly. It's not perfect, but it's really close enough for government work. And plus, that may be a little bit me, that making it, because I don't have a bench rest and anything, so I'm shooting freehand anyway. So I was done. I shot a couple other guns, and I'd been there for a while, and ammo's expensive, and I'd already shot 15 or 20 slugs, and they're like they're like $1.50 a piece now, something like that, maybe $1.20. So I'm not going to stay there all day, and it's fine. So it didn't take much to get that red dot more or less zeroed, especially for a shotgun, and that was at about 55 feet. Yeah, they don't want you shooting it any closer than 45 feet for whatever reasons. I'm sure there's reasons. I could think of them what they are probably, but anyway, range officers like, no, pistols you can shoot from a foot away, but any kind of long guns, they want 45 feet. or more. And I ran that out to about 55 feet just to make it interesting. And so I could, well, that's where it was. So that's the results of it. And so I'm happy with it. It's downsides. The mount is not really super strong. The battery life is much less. I mean, like 1/10, worse than 1/10 of the 26 that I was talking about. But it's just half the price or less. So I'm pretty pleased with it, you know, for $80 or so to put a red dot on a shotgun. And if I'm going to put a red dot on one of my ARs, I'll probably, well, not probably, I'll get a, you know, a more expensive one, an EOTech or the 26 of this or something. You know, I'm not going to spend $80 on an optic. I'll spend $300 or $400 on an optic, or, you know, that has a lot of better properties, more cowbell than this does. But yeah, fine for this. So that showing you, and oh, it has, that's another thing I don't like, because I have a scope, 6-power scope on one of my ARs for shooting outdoors, long range, and you know, it has flip up covers like you'd expect, and like I really want. This has a cheap ass, I don't even have it here, cover goes in the front, cover goes on the back, and there's like 2 rubber things that pull them toward each other, so that's what makes them stay on here. But then when you peel them off, it's like you got to do something with them. You throw them in your range bag, stick them in your pocket. You can kind of hook them around this some kind of stupid ass way, but it's not as cool as flipping up and flipping down. They stay with you. So that's why you could see the lens right now. Well, that's why I was able to. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't. I wanted to. Like, there's something else I want to do. Oh, we turned it on. Shit. There, I'll go to 11, so it's plenty bright. And this takes a little bit of doing with the camera. No, that's not. No, that red's not it. There. Okay, there we go. Okay, so there's the red dot. See, it's crazy bright. It's blooming, but you can understand what it would look like if it wasn't blooming there. Sorry, the monitor is reflecting and giving you that blue on black business. But anyway, so that's what the red dot looks like when you're looking through it. But again, for people who are new to this whole game, see, it's not a laser. It's not actually shining on that piece of paper at all, but it looks like it to your eye when you're looking through the red dot. If I can get it one more time. Come on, there's the red dot. Again, that's at 11, so it's bright and it's blooming a bit more than you'd like for this ambient lighting. But yeah, so there, that's the story now. I wanted to show you what you're looking at. It's not a scope. And here's something that I forget to do, is turn it off. I've actually done that twice and burnt the battery completely, you know, ran the battery completely down and put another battery in it. So it doesn't have an auto off. That's another, get what you pay for. It doesn't have an auto off. It doesn't have an auto on either. And so I would really like to get a, you know, more expensive optic that has auto on, you know. So if I grab the thing in the middle of the night, I just want it on. And I mean, it's not rocket science to turn this thing one click to 11 from 0. But, you know, I got other things to think about, like how many intruders are coming, and I got a carrier on the side here that has 6 more, and then it's got 5 + 1 in it, unless I get a tube here to add 2 more to it on the end, which I may do, but see, it'll make it longer than the barrel. And anyway, I'm sorry, this is not a review of the shotgun. This is a review of the crappy review of the optic here. And sorry, I'm not a gear reviewer. I know you already know that now, but I just want to show you. Again, even for people who watch my YouTube videos and don't care anything about guns, maybe they'd be interested in this a little bit, or interested in the shooting there from 55 feet away. The guy's not having a good day. No, that's 5 shots in there. So let me get out of here on shotgun business and talk about the other thing, okay? I think that's all I can tell you about the, again, not reviewing the shotgun in the least, just talking about the optic. And you know, battery life, not the best mount. Co-witness with a medium riser on an AR-15, at least on the one I put it on. It was co-witnessing perfectly. And yes, I think that's it. So, okay, 1442. I'll have to look at that when I edit this. People know my videos are like, you're not gonna edit it. It's gonna be 29 minutes long. But anyway, that's the end of the Bushnell optic. Well, okay, it does come with a cleaning cloth if you care, and it does come with an Allen wrench. Oh, I guess the Allen wrench fits the Picatinny rail mount. Not like you don't have these around the house, almost certainly, but it's nice they give you one, so they're here. So that's what it comes with, yeah, $80 or so. Okay, thus endeth the gear review. So now, I'll wave if people are here. No, I'll just put it in the description. Come back in now. If you want to do the other part of it, which is your car. Yeah, so my car, I think it's up to 5 times now, and I think all of them are documented in my YouTube videos. It's tried to kill me like 5 times now. And this one really isn't the car's fault, but it's the same kind of thing where the last 2 or 3 times I seriously had the car for like 2 days and then it tried to kill me. Or actually the most recent repair work was when I got it back. I had it for like a day, and then the driver's window I rolled it down and it was making this horrible shrieking noise. I'm like, oh shit. So I rolled it up and it went up with a horrific shrieking noise, and I left it up. And I said, no, I'm not gonna roll down again, because one of these times real soon it's not gonna move at all, and I'm gonna have to put a plastic bag on it and drive in the rain like, pretty ghetto. So not gonna do it. So I went and took it back to the back to the shop that does most of my repairs on that thing. The things there more than it is with me, I think. And $1,000, yes. Only $1,000 to replace the motor in the damn window. And then I get it back, and yeah, the window was up and down. So I've had it a handful of hours now, and I'm on the highway, and I can hear the wind whistling through the thing. And I'm pushing on it, trying to figure that it didn't really mesh with the rubber around the edge, and that's why it's whistling. And I'm like, oh, I can't have this. I got go see the Harp twins or something here pretty soon. 7.5-hour drive each way, and I'm not going to have that thing whistling at me for 15 hours on the highway. So took it back to the place, and I'm like, this is whistling, make it stop whistling. But it turned out it needed a cant adjustment or camber or caster or whatever adjustment. No, it wasn't going all the way up. It just physically was not going all the way to the top of the window. Well, that's a big problem. And especially I could tell already by the whistling sound that I can't get the car washed, because that water come blasting in there is going to drown me if I'm in it, or I'll have a lake inside the car if they just bring it to you after they get done blasting it with plenty of high pressure water right at it. You know how those things work. Sorry. Had bad hair day. So, all right, so then I got it back from them with, no, I didn't get it back from, no, it's actually there now with the window waiting to be adjusted, which might be done by the end of the day. So, but I had it back, again, for a day or two, and my sister took me out for my birthday to a really cool place down in a not very good neighborhood, but I don't care. For reasons, right? So we went down there, and I drove my car, and I'm sorry, I say I should be better at this. I've done a bunch of these. I was driving back. We were driving back. Well, only one of us was driving. Other one of us was passengering. Coming back home, and it's dark, and it's raining a little bit now, and so you know how that makes the road visibility bad. Plus, I can't watch the highway 15 feet, 20 feet in front of the car, when I'm going 80 miles an hour or whatever. I got other things to watch, cars and things. So anyway, the answer here is, or the punchline here is pothole. And, I've been driving for a minute or so. I've hit quite a few potholes. I've never hit one that was this deep and bad of a pothole. I mean, seriously, it like rattled my teeth. I think I checked to make sure they're all still in there. Because oh my God, when it hit, I thought, oh, that's it. The whole front axle is going to fall off or something. And sure enough, blew the tire. And, I'm seriously going about 80. I mean, if the speed limit's 60, I'm going 80. If the speed limit's 40, I'm going 60. I'm always going 20 miles an hour over the speed limit. And this was no different. And now, luckily, I've had a course, and I don't want to talk about it too much, because I've described it, I think, in more detail in one of my videos. I was talking about my car trying to kill me probably before. But anyway, I had this class it's called Pursuit. That's the colloquial name for it. It has a really long name, but Pursuit. It's like a defensive driving, but it's It's not quite stunt driving like in the movies, but you do a lot of cool stuff, and you got to wear a helmet, you know, and the guy teaching you is wearing a helmet too, and you have high performance cars. They're street legal, you know. It's not like an Indy or NASCAR car, you know, but you're wearing a helmet like as if it was, because shit can happen, because they're putting you through some really exciting things on purpose to teach you and have you do them over and over and over again and see what you did wrong and then do it better, and, you know, just learn how to be a skilled driver in a lot of conditions and make the car do a lot of things. We're doing four-wheel fades, and we're doing a lot of things. So anyway, I can drive. I don't want to brag on myself, but I can drive. So anyway, the front tire blew out on the thing at 80 miles an hour, and it got really interesting, but I was able to keep control of it-ish, and I'm in the fast lane, of course, and so now I got to get the car across 3 lanes of interstate, 3, 4, a lot of lanes of interstate in the dark, and there's other cars, you know, around, and get it over to the shoulder, and then call AAA, tow truck, and all that. So it was a great evening until the end, but worse than the blowout and worse than the near-death experience, because I'm used to that with that car now, right? I'm up to 5 at least lately, and worse than the highly needed, they've already done the work, front end alignment, actually 4-wheel alignment, because it's all-wheel drive, all-wheel steer, so it had to do a 4-wheel alignment, because I knew it was going to be knocked out of alignment. Like I said, I thought the front axle would just come clean off, but hitting it that hard, and I don't think I can impress you how hard that pothole hit the car, or actually the car hit the pothole. Pothole wasn't moving, but it was horrific, and yes, it banged up, dented up my wheel, my rim, so bad that the place I take it to, which they've got a place that does nothing but wheel repair, they got the picture of the thing, and they're like, nope, it's fucked. There's no fixing that thing. No. So now I got to spend God knows how much. They're looking for me for some damn, some more wheels, you know, 4 more wheels. Not gonna buy one, never gonna find one like the others 3, because the car is older. And so yeah, I just said it again, fuck me. And it's a drinking game. Tell you what, every time I say that, you take a drink, take a shot. Let me know how it works. But I said, go ahead and try to find me 4 wheels, and it's gonna be super expensive. Plus the tires ruined, and plus the 4-wheel alignment wasn't cheap. And that's what I've done to it so far. And I guess that's the end of that story. Yeah. Was I saying gonna say something about the pothole? Oh yeah, I might have been ready to say, if it had been daytime and not wet roads, you know, I've experienced potholes before in front of me, and you know, I'll take a quick look side mirrors to see what's going on, and if I can, I'll zing zing, you know, go around it and miss it. But this one I had no chance. I can't remember what was going through my mind. I don't even know if I knew it was coming until after I hit it. But if I would have seen it, I wouldn't have tried to avoid it, because the roads are wet, and I got my sister with me, and there's cars around. So no, I'm just gonna hit it. I didn't think it would be this bad. That thing must have been a foot deep or something. The tire fell down into it a foot, and then bam, the other side of it. And it was really, really worse than I can possibly describe how hard that hit. So yeah, so car tried to kill me again, but this time I really can't blame the car. It's the pothole. But now it's more expense, the ones I've described, and I'm waiting to hear from them. Today's Saturday, so I don't know if I'll hear back from them today on finding wheels, and they've done the alignment. Okay, that's it. Let me try to get out of here at a mercifully short, really for my videos, mercifully short 24 minutes, but only if I shut up soon. I think that's what I wanted to cover. When I didn't want to cover anything at all, I wasn't even planning on doing this. Like I said, you'll find out that I wasn't prepared to say anything. Oh, you know what? Background music. This is my good friend Cena drums, and Mueller on keys. It's just very, very chill thing. I use it for background music a lot. And so I forgot to credit that, sorry. That's gonna cover it. Still 24 minutes and change, so okay, that's good. Thank you very much if you're still here. There'll be a cash prize awarded. You're in a drawing for a cash prize at least. I've had several people say, yeah, about that cash prize. And I've had to tell them, well, your mileage may vary. Not a car, that's not a dad car joke, sorry. All right, shit, now it's 20. Okay, I gotta get out of here. It's not gonna be 24 minutes and change. Thanks a lot. Take care. See you soon, probably.